Hi everybody, it's Carly at Let's Bead. Welcome to Sunday night's project. If you're not familiar with Let's Bead or new to the group, Let's Bead is a store located in the Piano Works Mall in East Rochester, New York. And every Sunday night I do a video using some products from the store. And we have lots of jewelry making supplies. We offer classes. We have fun events, trunk shows, special classes from local artists. We like to support the local artists. So if you haven't been in to see us, definitely stop and check out our store. It's 349 West Commercial Street in East Rochester. So I'm showing you the items that I'm going to be using on tonight's project. And let me just get my computer set up here so I can see comments. Bear with me a second. Are y'all having a good Sunday, I hope? And how many people were able to make it in on Saturday to see our grand reveal from the Tucson stuff? We released stuff every day last week, and then yesterday was the big day with all of the semi-precious stones and all of the previous items that we had released throughout the week. So it was so much fun. I went in and did a lot of shopping yesterday myself, and if you missed my video yesterday, I did a video of all of the items I purchased throughout the week. I promised I would share that, so I showed you guys all of my goodies yesterday. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, the video is still in the group. And but everybody at the store worked really hard to get that stuff out and ready so that you guys could come in and have some fun shopping. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What I have here is I have some rings that are torched copper, and we have these in different sizes at the store. These just two stuck together. They're kind of teardrop shaped. So I was kind of uncertain about which ones I was going to use. I'm still not totally sure. I kind of have an idea. So I have a few options there, and then I have some eye pins or some ball head pins. So let me just get a couple of those out. And these containers I like using for my head pins, and you can buy these in a pack at the store. They're really make it easy to keep your head pins organized, and you can use it for other stuff as well. And then I have my ear wires. I did put the rubber stoppers on the back. We also have those if you need them. My head pins, and then I have these artist beads that I picked up. Aren't they cute? Look at that little flower. And this is actually, the center of the flower is raised up. You can't really see it here in the camera very well, but you can feel it. But I just thought that they were so sweet. So I've got those, and then I have some little plated silver tone spacers. They're like a hex shape. And then I have some copper, these are little tiny fire polish. Hey Diana, how are you? So those are an option as well. So what's nice about these is you can mix them a few different ways. You know, you can stack them together using jump rings. There's a lot you can do with them, but here's what I was thinking. And you guys can give me your feedback on what you think. So, I was thinking, I'm just going to put on, let me zoom in just a little bit. I was going to put on one of the spacers and then the artist bead, and then another spacer. And I could do a couple things. Get some of these out of the way. And I'm going to do the other one on just a ball head pin. How warm is it in Tucson, Diana? Okay. All right. So the options are, I can either do like let this hang down a little bit, maybe to there, and then I could dangle. I was thinking like a white pearl off the bottom with the loop. 74 degrees today. Sounds wonderful. Or I could do without the dangling pearl and maybe just hang this down so it hangs in the center. Oops. So there's that option. I can get it to lay down correctly. What do you think? You like this one with a dangle that would hang off the bottom, or this one without a dangle with the teardrop shaped torch copper? Just put with dangle or without. And the dangle I would use would be a small white pearl, just to bring out the white flower. Tracy, the oval. Vote is without the dangle. Tracy, did you mean this one? The without. Okay. So we got 2 for without. So I'm going to take this one away. And let me zoom back out a little bit so it's not so close. So we're just going to keep it simple. Thank you for your feedback, guys. I appreciate it. It's one of the fun things about doing this is, I don't have it completely planned out when I start, and you guys can help me. And we can try, different ways. So, all right. I think I'm still a little close here. Okay. So, and then I have some jump rings. So, I'm going to use some copper jump rings. I'll decide on the size once I get the loop made. And so I've got my round nose pliers, and I'm just going to make a simple loop. I'm just going to bend that over to a 90-degree angle. Diana says they would also look good if you hung the oval from below. So like that. Or that's a smaller oval, but this is the oval I had. So you're saying like that. Oh, that would be cute. All right. All right. So before I go any further, what do you guys think? You want the lampwork inside the ring or outside? Inside or outside? Other direction, narrow at the top. Diana, you're so picky. You know I'm picking on you. Love you, girl. That's cute too. Flip it the other way. Okay. Is that what you meant? Or did you mean the oval at the top? You could even do mismatched earrings. Yeah, you could. You could totally do that. Or we could do it this way. Yeah, yes, I am. Okay. All right. The way I just put it. This way. Left or right? I kind of like the left myself. You could do that too. Okay. All right. Left. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do then. We're going to do it like this. So that means I'm going to change my head pins to the eye pins. Thank you for suggesting that, Diana. That's one version I didn't even think of trying, so. All right. So, put these back on. And these aren't really heavy, and the rings are lightweight as well, so we'll make a cute pair of earrings. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. So how many people stopped in on Saturday? Anybody stop in to do some shopping at the store and see all the new stuff? If you did, tell us what your favorite purchase that you got was. And if you're watching on the replay, still comment and let us know, because we still keep up with the comments even after the videos are done. But just like to know what your favorite is. Okay, so same thing. I'm just going to bend this over. But I'm going to pay attention to where the loop is. Because I'm going to be adding a jump ring to connect this. So I want this loop going this direction on the front. And I'm just going to go ahead and do both of them at the same time. So that I only have to switch the tools once. Okay, now I'm going to take my cutters and I'm going to trim away the excess that I don't need before I make the loop. And I'm going to leave about that much. And the smaller the loop, the stronger it is. And these are, I believe these are 22 gauge head pins that I'm using. So now I've got this in the round nose pliers. This is flush. And I'm just going to curl this towards me. And I'm pressing down as I do it. And then I can adjust And I want to tilt the loop backwards just a little bit. So now I've got my loop. Okay. And then we're just going to do the same thing with the other one. So I'm going to trim off the excess. Grab the round nose pliers. Make sure it's flush. And then I'm just going to curl towards me. And I'm going to tilt this back a little bit and then adjust. I might have gotten this one a little bit longer than the other one. And I can always trim it some more if I need to. I'm going to trim just a little bit. And when I trim, I want to make sure that the flat side of my cutters go towards the work that I'm keeping. All right. I'm going to read your comment here in a second, Diana, as soon as I get done fighting with this loop. Okay. The first one went much better, but we'll get this one. Not my best loop. I just want to make sure that there isn't a huge difference in size. I don't like this one, so I'm going to do it again. So bear with me. All right, what's Diana's comment say here? Even though I'm 2,000 miles away, I'm currently got jet and glass beads in my pile from the store. I believe you'll be adding turquoise to it this week. Wait a minute, didn't we talk about coral? Or aren't you adding some coral? Did you forget that? Or did you change your mind? Diana saw the coral that I had yesterday and she liked that. All right, so I'm just going to do this again. And that over. Yes, coral too. I thought so. All right. Just trimming the excess. I was so excited when I saw that they had coral that shape because I had did a sketch in my little idea book. And I had coral and turquoise in mind, so I was hoping I would see some. All right, now I'm just going to tilt this back just a little bit. Also, if you have already made something with your purchase from the Tucson stuff, post it in the group. or on our page. I would have, if I didn't have other things to do today, I would have been working on jewelry all day long with the new stuff. I was excited. Okay, so I'm going to use, these are 6mm 18 gauge jump rings. I think the 5mm would just be a hair too snug. So I'm going to grab a second pair of flat nose pliers. And I know you guys have seen me open jump rings a lot, but just in case there's someone new watching that hasn't seen me do it, so I have the opening at the top at 12 o'clock. And then the tools, I try to put around 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And you never want to pull apart. It's just a twisting motion with both hands to open. And that's it. So then I'm going to put on the ring and attach the dangle. And then I'm going to close the same way, just with a twisting motion, but I'm going to go back and forth as I work it back together. And once it's closed, you shouldn't see any gaps. Just want to adjust that just a hair. There we go. All right. So there's the first one. And then we're going to do the next one. So just a twist to open. Putting on the ring. And then we're going to close. And sometimes you'll hear it like a snapping sound. Okay. So there's that. Then we just need to add the ear wires. So this loop I can see is still not quite closed. So I'm just going to adjust that. I don't know, maybe if you have this problem, let me know, but I find that I can do a wrapped loop much easier than I can a simple loop. Diana says, I usually hold my jump rings up to the light to check them. If you can still see light, you got to go back and fix it. Yeah, yep, that's another good way. Okay. So then these are the ear wires I'm going to use. They got a little copper ball on them. I use these a lot. These are niobium, so they're great for sensitive ears, but they're my favorite to use. So I'm going to go ahead and open this just like a jump ring. So I'm just going to give it a twist. So now you can see the open loop. And then I'm going to slide it on. And then I'm going to close it the same way I opened it. And I just want to make sure it's hanging the right way, which I think it is. So there's one. And the ball that's on here will slide around, so I try to keep it pinched between my fingers to keep it out of the way while I open and close. And if your ear wires are not going the right way, you can easily just twist your loops up here using your pliers to turn it the other direction. So I want them both going the same direction in this case. And, you know, these are nice and lightweight. I may have to keep these for myself. They're so cute. Definitely like them better with the artist bead on the outside of the hoop. So thank you, Diana, and everybody that voted. So that's the simple pair of earrings, and that didn't take long at all. I wanted to show you one other thing that I got. I've been looking for a while, and to try to find the right thing, let me see if I can get this out of the way without dumping it. And I'll post a picture a little bit later of the earrings that are at a better angle. All right, so I'm just gonna move this up. So, and hopefully I don't tip all the jars over, but we'll see. If you hear a crash, you'll know why. All right, so I had, I'll push it back so you can see. So I had picked up these jars, and I wanted something where I could conveniently have my jump rings, you know, which is what I use the most, out on my desk. And because I used to have them in containers, and the containers were separated by like the type of metal. And so I'd have to pull out the container and then find what I needed. And I wanted something where it could be on my desk. So I found these jars, and I thought, you know, these will work perfect. And I just put labels on them. But I wanted something for the jars to stand in. And I found this little stand that's just got steps. And it's got walls so that they can't, you know, fall off the edge. So it ended up being perfect. So I just wanted to show you that. And isn't it, Diana? Thanks. So I think my studio desk is black with the wood top here. So I'm gonna paint this black so that it matches everything else. But the jars, you know, fit in here perfectly, and it fits on my desk easily. And then everything is right there. And I just wanted to share that with you. So, and then I have them separated by metal. So like I pulled these off for today's project, but they're up on the top. But just wanted to share because I like seeing how other people do things, just to get ideas for myself, to get my studio more organized. And so I wanted to share that with you. You guys, another thing that I have that I'll show you again, but these are one of my favorite things that I use, and these are photo storage containers, and you can buy them where they come like 12 in a plastic box, and I store projects that go together in these containers. Because what happens when you know, I'll go to Let's Bead, I'll buy things for a specific project, and then I don't want to put the stuff away in the inventory where each of the items go, because then I'll forget I bought them for that project, right? So if it's for something specific, I put them in the container until I do the project, and then I reuse the container. So it was either that, or, you know, I had a lot of Let's Bead plastic bags like this with the projects in it instead. So that just helped me get a little more organized. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's project. If you enjoyed it, drop a comment, let me know. Also, if you picked up stuff over the weekend, or if you haven't, make sure you stop in this week. The stuff is amazing. And if you start making stuff, post it on our page or on our group. We would love to see what you do with the items. We really enjoy that. So have a great Sunday night and have a good week. And I will be back again next Sunday with another new project. Take care, everybody.